Good evening, I'm Anna Jabłońska and welcome to Poland Daily. Polish President Andrzej Duda will meet with President Trump later this year. The revelation comes after the meeting between Polish Foreign Minister Jacek Czaputowicz and U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who reaffirmed the strategic dimension of the Polish-American partnership.
Today's information puts to rest the fake news claiming that there won't be any meetings between the Polish and American heads of state as long as Poland doesn't scrap the new Holocaust denial law, which makes it illegal to ascribe German war crimes to the Polish nation. He said it is understandable that he will act in this direction. He pointed out on the election calendar and commitments of President Trump, and we need to pick a convenient date. He took it into account and will confirm. We are counting on the visit still happening this year. Czaputowicz also stressed the importance of close cooperation on energy security. The United States is our important partner in efforts to improve Polish and regional energy security. These include better diversification of supplies, blocking projects that could compromise security such as Nord Stream 2, and tackling their ramifications. A political analyst, Kazimierz Kik, argues that the Polish-American cooperation will be based on three main points. The Polish and American positions are compatible on at least 3 points. One is the view of the Nord Stream 2, where the United States are even more against it than Poland. The second point is the safety in the region and the presence of the United States soldiers in Eastern Europe. The third point is the support the United States give to the idea of the Three Seas Initiative, which is the concept of Poland being a leader in the region between Germany and Russia. President Trump attended last year's Three Seas Summit in Warsaw. His meeting with the Polish president later this year is likely to improve Polish-American cooperation in Central Eastern Europe.
Officers of the Polish Central Anti-Corruption Bureau have arrested 7 suspects for illegal distribution of medicine worth at least 100 million zloty. As many as 6,500 pharmacies around Poland are suspected to have been involved in the crime.
The Bureau has broken up the so-called medicine mafia group. Our officers have detained 7 suspects. Among the arrested are an owner of a chain of pharmacies, an owner of medicine factories, and a businessman from Warsaw. Their organization have been buying huge amounts of medicines and distributing them abroad. All suspects will be transported to the Białystok prosecution, where they will face charges.
Today is the first anniversary of the Manchester Arena terror attack. 23 people, mostly young children, were killed when Salman Abedi, a 21-year-old British-born Islamist of Libyan ancestry, conducted a suicide bombing at an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester. 3 of the victims were Polish.
The suicide attack claimed 23 lives and injured 139. The vast majority of the victims were children. Thousands of concert goers had to flee for their lives after the explosion in the arena. The scenes were chaotic and several hundreds of children have suffered psychological trauma.
Oh my God. What's going on? What just happened?
Poland was struck hard as well. Even though Poland has never suffered an Islamist terror attack on its soil, more than a dozen Poles were killed in recent terror attacks, such as the 2016 Nice truck attack and the 2016 Berlin Christmas Fair truck attack. This time, 3 Poles lost their lives in the blast. Angelika and Marcin Klis had just arrived to pick up their daughters when the Islamist attacked. A 14-year-old Sorel Leczkowski, born in England, did not survive the explosion. Today, Theresa May and Prince William participated in a memorial service in honor of the victims.
United in our common grief, we pray to God by many names.
Today is also the 5th anniversary of another Islamist terror attack on the British soil. In 2013, the 25-year-old British soldier Lee Rigby was decapitated by 2 Nigerians on the streets of London. Horrified onlookers recorded the terrorists trying to justify their attack.
I apologise that women had to witness this today, but in our land, our women have to see the same. You people will never be safe. Remove your governments, they don't care about you.
Many Western leaders tend to standardize responses after terror attacks, usually starting with "our thoughts and prayers." In contrast, a video of the Polish Prime Minister Beata Szydło's reaction to the bombing, translated into English by the Polish Twitter user Olga Lęgiel, went viral with millions of views after being shared by a conservative superstar, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Dokąd zmierzasz, Europo? Powstań z kolan i obudź się z letargu, bo w przeciwnym razie codziennie będziesz opłakiwała swoje dzieci. Czy chcemy polityków, którzy mówią, że musimy przyzwyczaić się do ataków, a zamachy terrorystyczne nazywają incydentami?
Today, a year after the Manchester Arena bombing, it's clear that Poland is still determined to prevent any Islamist terror attacks on its soil, while Western Europe hasn't woken up from its lethargy and is still on its knees.
A law professor, Giuseppe Conte, has been presented by the Five Star Movement and the Northern League as the party's candidate for Prime Minister of Italy. The Italian government forms itself 80 days after the parliamentary elections, following a deadlock between the parties and the lack of the clear winner.
"We are proud of this choice," said Luigi Di Maio, the leader of the Five Star Movement, in his official statement. Di Maio stated that Conte, a 54-year-old lawyer, is like a heart of the party. Not only is he a true professional, but also someone who comes from the rural areas of the country. He fought for more restrictions, both in legal and moral matters. Di Maio stated. As for Matteo Salvini, the leader of the Northern League, he said this after the meeting with the president: "We have a good team and a good project for the country. We want to start working on improving our economy as soon as possible." Salvini, who is likely to become the new Minister of Internal Affairs, also added that the government of hope, improvement and future is being born. "It won't be a submissive one, but one that will always put the Italian nation in the first place," stressed the leader of the League. Many Italians hope that the new government will stay true to its promise and start deporting economic migrants from the Middle East after it's sworn in. The Italian nation has grown tired of tens of thousands of young men coming from the south to get social benefits, claiming to be refugees. As Italy may soon join countries like Poland or Hungary in the anti-immigration policy, many political observers suspect a similar trend to occur in the whole of Europe.
Thank you for watching Poland Daily. Please stay tuned for Aleksander Wierzejski.